Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense will have first crack at this one. Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt getting the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. And defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Leon. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Off-play action. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Setting up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators offense will go to work for the first time. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators stand up and holler. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Dances away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it.
Oh, out of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carrion. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. Right on the money. Really nice Nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
The give to the lone running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Guys, let's chat about Florida. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Tight end now in motion. They want to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your...
Touchdown, Gator! Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Off-play action on 1st down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Leon. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They just keep firing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got it in the middle. It's striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Dogs are flying down the field. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously.
Looking for the end zone. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Finds his man down the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air, just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looking to pass. It's Leon. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wicks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Moving out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their Put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Leon. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line. Not thinking field goal. Wanting to convert this third and short. A quick completion to the left. Looking for the first down. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Absolutely center cut. And we've got a deadlock here in the third quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete to the right.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He makes a fair catch, couple steps inside his own 25 and the 23-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Gator! They take the lead with the 6.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking to throw, it's Leon. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was sick.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Stumbled to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snap from the gun on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's going to run it.
I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, and now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game where it's really going to matter.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On the run, deep down the right side. Complete downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
Back to pass, it's Leon. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quick strike complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield, it's Leon. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. they're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Stockton. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice job on the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They'll try to run for it. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.